Welcome in, everybody. We're here. It has been so long since we've played Minecraft together. It's been a while since we've been back to this world. So we have an important goal. An important goal today, and that goal is to make a spider farm. And we've got not that one. We've got a spawner that's down here somewhere. And we need to build a spawner farm, and it's the first time I've ever built a spawner farm. I need tools. It's a bit of a trek to get down there, so let's not go down there without the stuff that we need. Let's see, we got Hailey coming in with a check-in. Good to see ya. Hope you're doing well. Alright, tools. Over here. Here we are. So we'll need that. We always forget to grab a shovel, but we'll grab a shovel. Oh, I'm armored up. Okay. And, we'll need torches, of course. Because we're building in a cave. And building in a cave means creating new spots that things can spawn. I'm gonna say, actually, I don't know how much resource gathering we're gonna need, because we've got all of this. I'll make a new one. I have no cobblestone in storage. Well, that's okay. We can fix that. Come over here. Grab all this. Room for cobblestone and storage. Put that there. Alright. Look at that. Dual wielding torches. I am a threat. We're gonna make one of these, bring it down with us, because we got all this stuff. We're not gonna leave it as cobble deep slate. We're gonna turn it into stuff. I need buckets. I'm gonna go grab our buckets we've got down here. Over here. Over here? Over here. So we'll need that water source. Buckets acquired. Let's go. Should have everything we need. Maybe. We'll see. So how are we doing, chat? Had so much going on. We've missed, what is it, like 3 weeks of Minecraft now? Between the holidays, getting sick. Sound mostly better now. Y'all don't hear better, y'all hear worse. But you missed the worst of it. I was not live during the worst of it. I maybe should have brought some scaffolding down as well. It's alright, we'll be fine. We got this. Ow. It's fine. So we come around here. Yes? No? Yes, okay. Ah, yeah, alright, I understand. Yeah, so we're building in here. This is the location. This is the decision. So, I have... Oh, I needed an axe because I have to clear out a ton of this stuff. Hang on, hang on. We're gonna collect some wood here. We gotta do some counting. Trying to make a square. Alright, turn that all into planks. Mm. 2, 3, 4. So this is... According to the wiki, I am reading a wiki. I'm reading the wiki to determine how I'm supposed to build this. It says 4 in each direction. Hey, Spud, welcome in. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. So, and let's get the grinder down. I'm learning how to build a spider farm on stream today. I think... Which pattern do we like? I think we'll go with bricks. Just some standard bricks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, spider farm. We're gonna farm some string. And some spider eye. And an idea that I had going here was to use this as an excuse to play with the new spears that we've got. But I've learned that there's a problem with that, which is that spiders, cave spiders, can apparently fit through a 1.5 by 1 size block. So that's a challenge I'm gonna have to work around, and I think the workaround for that is gonna end up making the spear effectively useless in this form. What am I doing? I'm doing this. Okay, okay, so there's the horizontal layout of the farm. Now, it says you only need 1 block of space above and below the spawner. I've never seen anybody build it that way. I should have brought an axe. I need to... Okay, we're gonna go get an axe. We'll do the things that we need to. We'll close up gaps so we can functionally use the space. Oh, you hush, zombie. Love decorating with the cobwebs. Are you able to, is it possible to make cobwebs from just the spider string? I know you can make the wool, but I'd always assumed you had to collect the cobwebs themselves with shears. Okay, so you do usually just collect them. Alright. I'll maybe look that up in a minute to see if they're craftable. I love this thing so much. Zoom. Oh, I've done this trek so many times, Spud. I've figured it out. So one trick here. I'll show you in a second when we come back, actually. It does help that I've constructed quite a bit of this. Like this section right here, this is all a strip mine that I did for iron. And of course I constructed the stairs, so I know how far down to get to the strip mine I made. So we need an axe. Swap that with the shovel. Yeah, so I come down the stairs, I go through the strip mine, I've got all this that's dug out, so I know which of these to go through to actually get all the way through. Realistically, I could just hit the wall back here and then just come down until it opens up on the left. It's the only spot, but, you know, that's a little easier on me. And of course here we've only got one direction to go, then the cave opens up here. You see right here, I've got a couple of torches here, so when I'm coming back, I can easily spot the little hole in the wall that I need to get to actually leave. And then, you know, I explored this cave, I put torches down in this cave, and I know that the only interesting direction is just straight to the right over here. Which you can see I've kind of dug out to make this a little easier to navigate, because there were some ups and downs, some weird twists and turns. So now this is just straight up here. And you can see, you can actually see, if you're down here, you come up to this, you can see that there's a pathway up there, and we're well lit, we've got the torches. And then, you know, I've gotten to the point where I'm used to it's just, you go straight across. And this little bit of cobblestone right here, this was a landmark early on. I know when I spotted this is the direction that I wanted to go, and I'm underneath it here. And you can also see, if I come back this way, I turned around. These double torches. I'm very efficient with my torches. I only put down as many torches as I need to light up the area to make it mob-proof. Except when they're indicating something. This is my exit. I've got 2 torches here. Torches are cheap. You need them aplenty when you're exploring caves, so use them to your advantage. So we're gonna come up here. And then the next landmark I'm looking for is this little ravine here. Which I've got the cobblestone platform that takes me across the other side of the ravine. But it's just down this way when I get to the ravine. Got my little makeshift stairway right here that eventually I'm going to turn into something. And I know what's left once I get down the stairway, because there's not much to work with this way. Although we've been down here. It does dead end on us. There's only so far we can get. But I did a whole ton of harvesting here when I needed some deep slate. It's a nice little section. I like that. But we're trying to go up this way. Gotten all this dripstone cleared for us. So we can safely jump down. So we can safely jump down without landing on any. Could even... Ow. That's not safe. And this is all kind of like just one big wide section that goes one direction, so it's... Like, you can get a little twisted and turn, but as long as you're generally going the same direction, you will end up here. And then that direction's kind of unexplored, as we're actually missing torches if we go too far this way. Once it opens up down here, where we get this little bit over here, this is where the mine shaft is. Got all this mine shaft. And I come down here. And I know I'm in my right mine shaft, because there's a little bit of water right here that's held in place by, like, dripstone and, railroad. Minecart. Track. Whatever it is. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Do I know what I'm saying? Not always. Do you mind? Excuse you. Who's shooting at me? Anybody see where that came from? And bam, spider farm. Which, this is just incidental. The reason that I was down here in the first place... was this. Which, this is not set up for navigation. I still get lost in here sometimes. I'm definitely not lost. Oh, there it is. Okay. Most of this is natural, too. Like, I've done very little modification to the landscape. What's the green? The blue here, this is Skulk. We're in an ancient city right now. Most of the Shriekers have been cleared out, so I don't think I'm capable of spawning a warden without really, like, hunting for it. But you get some great loot in here, and the only hostile mob that can spawn in here is the warden, and that's only if you set off the Shrieker 3 times within a certain time span. But, like, I got a fully enchanted diamond hoe out of this place. This is one of my favorite natural structures, the ancient city. This is a lot of people's least favorite natural structures. And not in a it's bad game design kind of way, but in a it terrifies them. Because it was made to be terrifying. I see a baby zombie. Alright, we're gonna clear out under here. I feel like I hear another one. I don't think that's the only one here. Maple! Welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Gotta work today. That does suck. Tell them it's the weekend. I don't know that it'll help anything, but, like, you know, it just kind of, it's like the principle. I just like to emphasize a point, you know? Yeah. That is unfortunate. Salary job where we're supposed to work until the work is done. No overtime for it, by the way. Nope, FLSA exempt. I'm in a bit of a bind right here. Alright, hang on. Grab the sword, because we are going to potentially get attacked over here. Light all this up down here. Yeah, I mean, the guaranteed pay aspect of it is very nice. But the taking advantage of the fact that they don't have to pay you for working longer than you're supposed to is, that sure is a thing. Wool? Why wool? Interesting choice. Need some stairs. I don't think 4 is going to be enough. We'll see. See. Oh, Billy! Welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I'm running out of wood. Huh. Check it out. What I'm looking for is already built. I mean, that's not safe, though. That's a hazard. This is not OSHA approved. Won't even get, like, non-monetary compensation for it, like a no questions day off or something, which other departments get. Grumble, grumble. We are working on a spider farm. I wanted to do a spider farm because I wanted to do some kind of mob farm where the mechanism of killing the creatures was going to be jousting. But unfortunately, I don't think that's going to work in this case because apparently cave spiders can fit through a 1 wide by 1/2 tall block. So I think I have to have some kind of interruptive structure that's going to prevent them from... getting out. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Oldest birthday today, so just popping in to say hi. I appreciate it, Lily. By all means, go enjoy the birthday. Yeah, hopefully you can find something better, Maple. I will say, in my experience, salaried has been better than hourly. You know, every company has its capacity to take advantage of its employees. But in my experience, the taking advantage of hourly employees generally works out to be deliberately overworking, asking unreasonable things with the expectation that, oh, it's fine because we're just going to pay you overtime. Which, my opinion, that was much worse than if my salary job were just to start having me do a little more during the day than I actually have time for. I love this music. Y'all, I got a record player at the beginning of this week. I've had, like, 6 or 7 vinyls that I own in, like, my entire vinyl collection that I acquired while I was living with a friend in DC, and he had a record player, but you know, when I moved out, I of course did not take his record player with me, so I haven't had anything to play them on in so long. And I've been playing my records non-stop since I got one. I'm so glad to finally have one, and I have been obsessed with the Chase the Skies music, and I am so upset by the fact that it's not on vinyl, because I would so love to listen to this on vinyl. So, it says 1 block of space above and below the spawner. Hang on. Let me put this in Opera so y'all can see what I'm looking at. There we go, here we go. So we got the preparation here. So it's asking for a 9x3 area with the spawner in the center, okay? But these pictures, like, this is not a 9x3 area. That's just a picture of a spider. These are just pictures of spiders. Also, I just realized I switched scenes, so y'all can't hear the beautiful music right now. That's this is a crime. It just ended. It literally just ended. It's entirely my fault. I'm so sorry. We've got videos. Are we gonna... How long are the videos? Let's see. Ah! Oh, you were so loud. You were so loud. I don't actually think I have. I, in fact, do not have browser audio. It's a 10-minute video. Hang on. Let me see. Basket MC. 20-minute video. We're not watching a 20-minute video. Alright, we're just gonna go with the text. Alright, so I think this is just trying to tell me what's necessary. So you only need a 9x3 area with the spawner in the center. but I think I want to go with a 9 by 9 by 9 area. I also kind of want to take advantage of some of the tinted glass. We did find a geode somewhere. 9 is my favorite number, I approve. 9 appears to be Minecraft's favorite number as well. Because it has a 4-block radius on a lot of things. Like the farms. If you put the water in the middle of the farm, it's a 4-block radius in each direction. So you end up with a 9 by 9 farm with a water block in the center. Hey. There it is. You can still hear what my voice is doing from being sick. The deep voice comes in and suddenly it's all vocal fry. 2, 3, so one more and then we have the floor. I get so happy whenever anybody uses my emotes. I'll take that back. Alright, let's go. They are, aren't they? Shout out to Wandering Mask. I hope I spelled that right. There we go. Where's my overlay? I spelled it wrong, didn't I? Yep, that's why. Eventually we get it right. There we go. Yeah, that's the artist. Shout out Wandering Mask. Amazing job. Beautiful design work. There's a learning curve. We're still getting used to it. We're still learning how to use the spear. That's all it is. I'm determined to get good with it. So much iron right here. Do we need iron? No. Am I gonna grab it anyway? Yes. Also, I need more than just this one stack. Alright, that's better. Just gonna stop pumping my noggin. Do this. Yeah, there we go. Alright. This is our floor. So the mechanism of the spider farm makes sense to me. You know, you have them spawn in this enclosed space. They drop down into water. And the water will drag them to the grinder. I like that. I like that word that we have just learned from the wiki, the grinder, which is the place where it's the killing floor for the mobs. It's okay, they're hostile. I would be too if I was thrown into a river and a grinder. It's not a river! It's a fountain. It's different. That's a little better at least. Thanks, bud. Ow. This is where scaffolding would come in handy. I hear a drowned. Will you stop that? Hey! No, there's no way that ends well. Rude skeleton. I think the reason they said 9 by 9 by 3... Ow! Might be because spiders climb walls. I don't see the skeleton anymore. Gotta light this up. This might take us to where the skeleton was. It doesn't. Iron! We got this. What's in here? Iron. Diamond. Name tag, of course. Yeah, go get your food. No. Welcome back, Maple. That was some timing with that message. Chat, have you ever seen Maple and Spud in the same chat at the same time? One leaves to grab food, the other one comes back with food. Coincidence? I think not. How high up are we? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this... Oh, we need one more row because I counted the row that the spawner is on itself. Don't even worry about it. I appreciate y'all. I'm out of that. Do you mind? Boy. Over here spawning hostiles on me. I think I might have found the source of the spawning. It's fine. Chat, it's fine. This is up. I've located uppies. How do I locate uppies-er? Wait. Hang on. This is neat. We will make uppies-er. Do you mind? We are just winging this. It's entirely possible that this entire plan just falls apart. Who is shooting at me? Get out of there. Rude. Found the drowned. Okay. We might have to tear it down and start over. we're gonna keep going this way. We're gonna explore this idea first. I saw that. Rude skeleton. Got some chains in the way. That's fine. Okay. Fortunately, we haven't accidentally activated our spawner. Yet. Oh. We just did. Maybe a better way we could have done that. That's probably fine. There's so much water. Will you go away? Y'all, we made a mistake. It's not wood. That's wood. We have not effectively sealed this off. Okay, that's that part. Okay. The little zombie down there. We're fine. I want that. Put something there. Now, how do we get up? That's how. Alright. Excuse me. Rude. A lot of dripstone. Ow. Not supposed to land on the dripstone. It's bad for your bones. There's a drowned over here. There's another one. Red. Iron. Sharpness 1. Ah! Found the source of the spider noises. Apparently not, because I hear spider noises again. I'm out of stuff. Let's make more stuff. Make sure we're lit up well on top. Alright, Maple, thanks for stopping in. Look at these skeletons spawning in the water. I still think I'm building this wrong, but we haven't closed the thing. And then ad is about to start. We're gonna go on break. This looks cozy. Break time. See y'all in a bit. Alright, y'all, we're back. I skimmed through Waddles' video, and we're surprisingly on the right track. We're doing just fine. One note. It does look like he is putting a half slab on top of the spawner itself, which makes a lot of sense. We do not want spiders to spawn on top of the spawner. So, we will follow suit. Before we do that, we want to surround the spawner on all four sides. We're breaking that. Alright. Buddy, get out of there. Right. Okay. Decent spot. Now, we're gonna have a water stream that comes over here. It's gonna carry the spiders for us. And we will need... a little trough for them. Okay, that'll be good. Spider. Need like a bow or something to take care of that thing. Hi, I see you. From down. Directly below you, and you're hostile. Alright, we need... infinite water source. Perfect. I should be doing this in threes, you know? Okay, there we go. Now, what I'm supposed to do at this point is direct the spiders to, like, a central location for our grinder. And this is where it turns out it is going to be possible to do what I wanted to do. As far as... setting this up for the spear. And it's not efficient, but it's gonna be fun. And isn't that the whole point? Fun. The answer is yes. Of course it's for fun. That's gonna need to stay open. How do I get back up from here? I need stairs. A shovel is not a pickaxe, if anybody was wondering. Here we go. Here we go. Classic Minecraft music. There we go. So the stairs are out of the way of the grinding floor. I'm gonna take half a stack of these and turn them into slabs. We need a crafting table. So we need... So the Waddles recommends using iron trapdoors. Because of course you can't interact with these just by right-clicking, so you don't have any risk of accidentally opening the trapdoor. Hang on. We got a lot of iron. But iron trapdoors are expensive, so is there something else that we can and should use? See, I thought I was going to have to use fences. Maybe not. Wooden trapdoors, you know, I am actually going to try to avoid that issue that the iron trapdoors address, which is I don't want to be able to right-click and accidentally open it up and let a spider through. Ooh, that might put a damper on the spear's idea here, which is... need to be under this. No. No, it won't. Haha. Rude. The downside of this is I might be able to get attacked by spiders from this location. But the idea here is... you can do this. I'm gonna want this to come out a little further. Same on this side. Oop. We're fine. No bad decision-making skills here. Okay, alright, that's our chamber. Got some cutting to do. That's fine. There we go. Safety. It's all for safety. Alright, it's safe. This is gonna end up being all hoppers. Full way down. Although, realistically, we're gonna find ourselves collecting so much of this stuff just because we're so close to the action. Let's go see how we're doing on this iron. 24. How many trapdoors is that? 8? 8's not enough. I need 9. Surprisingly, I only need 9. I think trapdoors will be fine. Now, the items we're dropping. Kind of want to set up the hoppers. But do I want to do an item sorter? Do I want to get that fancy with it? Or do I just dump it all into a chest? I think I might want to just dump it all into a chest. It's gonna be so much fun. Dong. I think maybe the reason that it's 4x4 is to keep them from getting close enough to the wall, so like they spawn, they drop, and they just hit the water. That's my hope. Which would be the explanation for why the half slab is up there. Let's go get some hoppers. Some hoppers and chests. Ooh, there's a problem with the way I'm doing this. I think without the water in that trough at the bottom there, the spiders are just going to end up climbing the wall. might be a problem. Nighttime. What am I looking for? What am I looking for? A lot of this wood. But first, let's see how many hoppers we already have. 9. Very good. That's 4 chests right there. I think we've got enough to do the full item sorter. It's basically just spider eyes and string, isn't it? So we'll have an item sorter for the string itself, but I think for the spider eyes... I have an anvil in here somewhere? I don't. Turn all that back into iron blocks. I do not want to use up that much iron on an anvil. Come up here. Yeah, so we'll do a line for string and we'll do a line for everything else. And I expect everything else to just be spider eye. I don't expect to need spider eye in such high quantities that it's going to be a problem if that's... if that's mixed in with other miscellaneous items. But I also don't expect other miscellaneous items. Alright, so for this, we need heaters. Need the quartz. And I need the 1 repeater. And I'll need 1 comparator. Definitely smooth stone I needed for that, right? There we go. Okay. Oh, I have an idea. I have an idea. Might be a bad idea, but I have an idea. Gonna take a little adjustment to the design. But it should do it. So... what we can do... we take this... and run it the full length over. The idea here is once they get pushed underneath by the water stream, then they've got something above their heads that keeps them from climbing up the wall. Now, the concern is it possible for them to spawn in a place where they end up on top of this? We'll have to see. But before we get too deep into that... yeah, that's... Hi, Aleph, welcome in. I had the same thought, and I'm wondering if that's the reason why they recommend the dimensions that they do, where it's 4 away from each block. I'm wondering if the idea is that they spawn far enough away that they just drop into the water, they can't get to the sidewalls. Because this is pretty standard for the spider farm design, is to have these walls. That's the theory. I'm not sure what that looks like in practice. Oops. So it recommends 9 by 9. And that makes sense, too, with the issue of the water stream here. The water is only going to flow 8 blocks. We'll put it to the test. We'll let it be broken if it's going to be broken, and then we'll fix it. We can work on it from there. Nope, nope, that's not what I wanted to do. It's the wrong height. You gotta get below this. What do I have for building blocks? Granite. We're gonna use some granite. Okay. Now we can break these. Okay. Oh, wait. Actually. Have those there. We can go back down if we need to. Okay. Three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9. I am in need of 2 more. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Need 8 more hoppers. Let me finish the filter first. If it turns out if I forgot anything that I need for that. Oh, I even have the string I need. Nice. We're using the granite because we're not going down to recover that. And I'm holding on, so I want to preserve the deep slate bricks I've got. The repeater goes here. Fine. We're okay. It's careless, but we're okay. This is why toggle crouch is so important in these scenarios. That's not. That wasn't redstone in my hand. Okay. So, we just need the rest of the hoppers, but the item sorter itself should be good. It's kind of nice that I've gotten to the point now where I don't have to look up how to make this item sorter anymore. I really gotta get some slabs and stairs set up on that pathway so it's easier. I don't have to do all the jumping. Rude, Enderman. Leaving a mess inside my base. Done with the redstone, we'll put that away. Another diamond block we can put away. Done with the quartz. Done with that. Oh, we can put those buckets away too. But we need 8 chests. And all the iron. Yeah, the amethyst is nice. I need to turn it into some tinted glass. There's a couple of places I want to use that. All for mob farms. So it would be nice to be able to see them actually working. It'd be so good. It is kind of interesting that in the overworld you have amethyst available, but you don't have regular quartz. You can only find regular quartz in the nether. Which suggests inherent impurities. That you're not able to get pure quartz in the overworld. There's always some... I think it's iron that gives amethyst its color. But also that you don't get any such impurities in the nether. Because that is the difference between quartzes. Amethyst is a quartz, and the only difference between the quartzes is just the impurities in the base silicate structure. Rocks are so cool, aren't they, though? I love rocks. I stumbled on a YouTube video yesterday. That was the song Roxanne by the Police, but it was only rocks. Somebody found the audio tracks with you've got the instrument versions, and then you've got the vocals on their own track, separated, and they cut the vocals, so it's just the first syllable of the word Roxanne. They cut it off, and that's all you hear. It's so good. That's my sense of humor. People have been saying that brain rot is a Gen Z thing. We've had brain rot forever. We've been blessed with brain rot our entire lives. Alright. It's time to turn it on. Okay. Ow. Hey, I was working on that. Y'all, it's not working. Now, I understand the use of the phrase brain rot. I know where it comes from. And it is the common identifier that people are going to be familiar with. It doesn't work. My plan has failed. But I am opposed to it. Like, the implication of calling it brain rot as if it's like, this is just meaningless information, it's no good for your brain, it is in fact making your mental state worse. I strongly disagree with that, for the sake of, we seek this out for a reason. Mindless stimulation, it's just part of the human experience. And I am fully understanding of the idea that, you know, everything in moderation. But I don't think it's something that we should eliminate from our lives. I don't think it's the plague on the new generation that it's being set out to be. Yeah, they're definitely climbing on top of that. And they're definitely climbing up it once it's... Doesn't work! My solution is not a success. Alright, we gotta turn a light on. I turn a few lights on even. Few of them up there. So, the spider farm aspect of this is an inherent problem. I can't get the right angle to joust it. And then my little adaptation here. It's not working out so good. So what Waddles does... I see the value of this. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and he's got a water stream. One here, one over here that pushes towards the center here, and then the center pushes forwards to the grinder. Got some signs here to keep the water from getting into the grinder itself. And then that kind of pushes... they end up under here, where they're not able to climb up because they've got a ceiling above them. So that's the design that we've got to go with. It's valid. I go get my buckets. I don't... Oh! I have my buckets. If I do this right... Yeah, there we go. We can grab some of this. Will you? Where'd you even come from? Get here. Where did you come from? Oh, there. 3 signs, perfect. Alright, so that will send them this way. This will have to come down. I'm gonna make a staircase down there so I can access all those chests. And then there's the grinder. Is this what I want? Let's go see. Nope. I want those to be halves. Oh. Okay, and there, we should be able to reach them from here. All this needs to go down one. Come back down here and set up our hoppers. I want my dripstone again. I have lost my torch, but I can make a new one. Oh no, I need that redstone. Because that is this redstone. Where could we quickly and easily find more redstone? If only we were in some form of cave. I could just go down and get the torch. I don't wanna. I'd rather do this. Haha. Got an ad coming up in a minute. There's my notification that I've got an ad coming up in a minute. Okay. Got that. We've got that. For our blockers. That should do it. Alright, I'll have to double check the guide during the break. Switch over the break screen. Let the ad run. We'll be back in a few minutes. we're back. Alright, so it looks like there's still another adjustment that I have to make. Which is... So what Waddles does is this comes out another one. Yeah, okay, we're gonna have to put the torches back. Two, three, four, five. Okay. And we'll leave the area and come back. We're gonna remove the spawn spiders that are already here. So we're gonna open this up a little further. I think that's far enough. We'll see. Let's go check. It wasn't far enough. I don't even think it was close. But, so what we need to do here... is just bring this out one further. Your buckets, here they are. I'm gonna need to work this around. I don't want to lose these hoppers. We need those. Okay, alright. Alright, so that will push them under. And we just need... Oops. Don't neglect these sides. That'll do it. Okay. Come around here. That's not chests. Alright. That should do it. We'll just have to build a way to get down to those chests. Ow! Got skeletoned. Alright. Spiders can spawn. We're gonna head back, and then head back, clean out our inventory, and then come back down. And we should have a functioning spider farm. And it is not optimized for the spear like we wanted it to be. And that's unfortunate. But we can get string. We could use string. Carrot! Welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Happy Samcraft Day! Yeah, it's been a while. We are hopefully wrapping up our spider farm. Actually, Carrot, I have a question for you if you don't mind me picking your brain real quick. So you... I'm gonna do a quick shout out real quick, because I'm about to talk about your world. You do a vegan-style Minecraft where you are harvesting... I don't remember, are you harvesting anything from hostile mobs? Or are you not harvesting from creatures at all? But, so... With my world, I have a goal. I'm trying to not, like, exploit villagers. And the struggle that I'm running into is that I am going to find myself in need of an iron farm. And I don't want to create a structure where I'm just basically just scaring villagers with a zombie. Do you have a solution for my iron farms with the way that your world is running? So we'll put these away, put this away. Some bone here. Should be able to put my tools away. Chase iron ore veins. Okay. I was kind of afraid that was the answer. Yeah, Serena had mentioned to me, and this is an idea I kind of want to explore, a gossip-style villager farm, where effectively you have villagers that are just, you know, they're just in a village. They just get to roam around freely, and it takes 5 villagers, and of course they have to be awake for this to work, so the rates are bottlenecked by nighttime. But if you have 5 villagers, then my understanding is that the theory is iron golems will spawn just as quickly as if you only have 3 villagers threatened by a zombie. So the concept that I'm understanding there is to just have like a village, just a functional operating village, with heavy spawn control, so the golems can only appear in a particular location where they can then be directed where you can harvest the iron. Which I guess, yeah, it is occurring to me that harvesting from golems in general is probably a problem for your world, where it's less of a concern here. But yeah, y'all check out Casual Carrot. He's got a vegan world that he's running, where, you know, he's being kind to all of his mobs. And I haven't quite taken it that far, but listen, there's not going to be any villager abuse here. The reason that they're here is because they're being protected, and the next project is absolutely going to be to get a nice house for them where they can roam to their profession blocks as they please. Carrot says that's a neat solution. It's basically just using normal game mechanics, leaving the villagers to do their thing. Yeah, and that's the goal, is that we gotta stop abusing the villagers. These poor guys have been through enough. And listen, if they don't seem to roam because I guess they have an opposition to opening gates, which is just because, you know, they definitely just feel like they don't need to go through the gates. You know, that's fine, right? That's fine. Oh, I am running low on potatoes. Hang on. Let me go refresh my potatoes. This is still running over here. Oh. Oh, I have a lot more iron than I thought I did. Okay. Hostile mobs are fair game. Perfect. Don't often use the drops aside from shulkers, of course. What about the, string from the spiders? Where else are you going to get string unless you go out hunting for mine shafts? Or abandoned villages? Oh, I need my sword. I put everything away. I didn't want to put my sword away. Most of my string comes from cobwebs around spawners. I guess some percentage from spiders, but not a lot. We have so much work, we have to get Farmer Ben and Ted in some nicer accommodations. Sword. Ted's behaving great. this one. Give it back. Farmer Ben and Ted were both named by, community members. I don't think Ted was deliberately named after one of our community members. Alright, let's go check on this spider farm to see how it's going. This is my first spawner farm. We've run into a few issues, but I think we've worked them out. We did, of course, pick the most complex spawner farm, I think. No, that's maybe not true, because we've got the Blaze spawner farm as a thing as well. Most complex overworld spawner farm. The only spawner farm in the overworld where you have to worry about more than just push the mobs with water into a grinder. Because, of course, we picked the one where they can climb up walls. Got the rain starting to come down heavy here. Alright, show us some spiders. So this design didn't suggest that I make water walls. It kind of just had me make a 9x9, and then I've got this little bit here where the spiders get pushed in and underneath, so if they try to climb, they're hitting ceiling. Did I... Oh, I hear a spider. Here they come. The problem here, of course, is that it's not safe. It seems like this is working. Except for one little issue here, which is that they're dying back there, where their items are just kind of floating in the water and not making their way onto the hoppers. They do seem to be having trouble escaping from the wall, with the walls. But it's definitely not impossible. I have no idea. I haven't even started looking into allays as a mechanic for anything that I'm doing here. He's gone. He found the wall. I don't think I'm going to try to adjust this a little further. I'm going to come back down here at some point with some more hoppers to send them... Whoa! Boots! Welcome in, Boots. Welcome in, Raiders. Good to see ya. Hope you all are doing well. Raiders, if you need to raid and run, by all means, please go take care of yourself. If you have a moment, I'd love to hear about what you're up to. Boots, I caught a bit at the beginning of your stream. I saw you were starting up a new Baldur's Gate run. But I understand you were switching to Arctic eggs at some point as well. These boots are made for raiding. Yeah, all those drops getting stuck back there because we don't have hoppers back there. We gotta fix that. Alright, alright. We'll head back. We'll fix it. We can fix it. We got this, chat. Started with Baldur's Gate 3 and then went to and finished Arctic Eggs. Oh, you fully finished? How was the ending? Any cool spoilers? Don't share the spoilers. Maybe a little spoilers, as a treat. Super weird game. It is a very weird game. It has that kind of scuffed energy that's just, it's very entertaining. And you look at it and you think, I feel uncomfortable a little bit. I don't think I like this. Tell me more. And that's how they get you. And the mechanics of it also look very, very interesting and genuinely fun to try to work out how to do effectively. But yeah, y'all, if you are not familiar with Eldritch Boots, I do encourage you to go over there, check them out. If you like what you see, drop them a follow, and catch their next stream. Alright, and we need all but one of those hoppers. Yeah, so I'm wrapping up a limited success spider farm over here. The hope here was to set up a spawner farm that kind of just drops all the mobs in a line, where I could just come through with my spear, and joust the mobs to harvest. But it turns out I picked the wrong mob. And a spider spawner farm is more complicated because spiders like to climb walls. And cave spiders in particular can fit through a 1 block wide by half block high hole in the wall. I hear a zombie somewhere. So yeah, it'll be a slow farm. It's not completely broken, but the rates are probably very low compared to what an efficient and well-built farm would be. But the whole goal of a spider farm is to harvest string, and I think it will do that part just fine. As long as we get these hoppers in place. Because this farm is broken without them. Oh. You know what would have been very helpful? Pickaxe. Start with the back. Gonna hop offline and rest up? Yep. By all means, go take care of yourself. Thanks for stopping in. Not gonna be too long before we wrap up here ourselves. Been going for about 2.5 hours. And the project is what it's going to be until, for today's stream. Maybe we should have brought a pickaxe. Probably. There it goes. Oh! I don't have a pickup axe to pick that back up. Do I need a pickaxe? Let's see. Do not. We have feather falling, y'all. We're fine. That is annoying, though. I think my way back up is this way. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe I'm lost. Hang on, because I can find it from here. Geode was a good find. Here we go, here we go. Alright, I know where I am. Go around this way. Cross here. Over here. Go around this water stream. Over here to where all these torches are. Squid! Welcome in, Squid. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. It occurs to me I have a new water stream that would have taken me where I needed to go. Yeah, we're not recovering from that if we break it. Chill, spiders, chill. That was not recovered. Okay. It's probably fine. Rude. Back we go. Like I said, we could just mine that and then make a new one. No, because we didn't bring a pickaxe. We could if we had brought a pickaxe. What we didn't bring is a pickaxe. I could have made a pickaxe pretty quickly. It's fine, chat. We got this. We're almost done. We're just vamping for time. It's all on purpose. For the content. Derek Ennis, check in. 16. This time, we'll remember to bring the pickaxe with us. Shouldn't need it. But... I do still need, like, an official pathway down to that bottom chest so we can get the stuff out of there. 16. Next up, 29. I don't feel like taking all those stairs. Hey, Jan, welcome in. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Alright. We got it. I've discovered another issue with this farm. Thanks, Jen. Yeah, so this was not an effective solution to the spiders getting sent up the wall. Hey, Jen coming in getting first. Congratulations on being the first one to check the first redeem. Get back down here. We're doing well. We just finished up a spider farm, and there's no problems with it. Absolutely no issues whatsoever. It is functioning at 100%. Fantastic rates, fantastic efficiency. Definitely not having an issue with spiders climbing up walls. And we got it first try. There was no editing required. Absolutely no modification. The reason that we spent 2 hours and 40 minutes building this for stream is, you know, that's just how long it takes, you know? That's a normal amount of time to build a... Don't call me out, Jen. Can't prove anything. It's not like there's video recorded evidence being posted to YouTube. I could put some trapdoors back there. No, I can't, because that'll clear up the water stream. So, yeah, a few notes for the next time we look at this. How we can do it better. One, I think the grinder is going to be substantially lower than the rest. I do think I do want that water stream to just push the spiders down below the water onto the trapdoors, where they can then come towards the player. They're going to aggro me. I definitely need a solution to this issue of the spiders are getting close enough to actually hit me. It's not a safe mob farm. There's no creepers, so that's pretty much fine, but, you know, it's dangerous. I think the 9x9 cube on the inside is working well enough. It seems like the spiders are getting here. It's just a matter of them having something to hold on to leave. But otherwise, it's working. And we are receiving string, and we are receiving spider eye. And we are receiving nothing else. So far, anyway. The main goal of making string renewable has been achieved. That was the most important part here. Alright, so with that, we're gonna head back, we're gonna wrap up, we're gonna find someone to raid, and I'm gonna make sure I click the button. I have to say, this is kind of my first time basically working with a Minecraft tutorial while actively streaming. And it went better than I was expecting. I kind of worry about that just being like long periods of me just sitting here reading or sitting here watching videos. Getting like little, skimming, getting little glimpses of where to start between ad breaks, and then spending the ad break getting into more of the tutorial. That has worked out pretty well. Which, I like the idea of getting to show some of the learning process, some of the watching the tutorial process on stream. I don't think I want to spend too much time doing that on stream. I definitely want to have other types of content in between, but I don't think I have to be too worried about having to go and look up a tutorial while I'm in the middle of stream. At least as long as I know what I'm looking for. Alright, so we are home. We are back in bed. I ended up bringing some string with me. Didn't mean to do that, but that's fine. Put torches away. And stash the string. Come out here and we will collect this iron that we've got in here. Figured out what happened to all my cobblestone. Are we out of fuel? We are out of fuel. Gonna need to collect some coal. Three pieces here, 7 pieces here, 18 pieces here. None in either of those. So there's not enough to cover everything that we've got. However, it'll get that started. We'll spend a little bit of time going down and grabbing some of that coal that's already exposed to air. We got fortune pickaxe. It's really what I should be using is lava buckets, which we don't have to mine coal. We're gonna go make a couple of lava buckets. Actually, I will craft an additional bucket, so we've got 4. What am I doing? What am I doing? What is my muscle memory doing to me right now? There we go, lava buckets. Oh, that's gonna be a while. Will this hopper pull the lava bucket, or do I have to take that out manually? Since we're here. Hardly needed to go repair some tools, but... Squid says, "Hi Sam, hi Carrot, sorry for my late response." You're fine, Squid. Take your time. Happy to have you just to sit back, enjoy the vibes. Just leaving work. Get home safe. It's not the most efficient method, but it's fun. Get the creeper. Alright, we're done. Equipment repaired. Helped my colleague with a customer, and I'm so late to leave, and the person I helped last after I was supposed to leave said they had the flu. Dang it, now my vacation won't be a vacation, but sick time. Ah, no! Squid, not you too! Alright, it does in fact pull the buckets. Fantastic. We have learned something. Alright, we'll put our buckets away. Haven't had a restful time off since last summer. So tired. Oh, Squid. Hopefully you didn't get it. Alright, we're gonna wrap up here. Let's see who is live right now. And, ooh, we have a raid target. So, we have our first raid message if you are not subscribed. Second raid message if you are subscribed. We are going to raid the Wagon Snare. Thank y'all for hanging out today. Appreciate y'all. We will be live again tomorrow with Satisfactory. As well as Monday. Acorn and I are going to be trying out a new game. I've been reducing my number of Satisfactory streams. I've had 3 worlds going simultaneously, all effectively doing the same thing. Each time we do another episode, so I am reducing that down to basically just my solo world, and opening up those worlds for offline play, with my collaborators. So you'll see more variety games on my collaboration days, but the mainstay, Minecraft and Satisfactory, will stay consistent over the weekend. But thanks again for being here. You can catch me tomorrow. Thanks again, Boots, for the raid. We'll see y'all next time. Let's go raid Dragon.